What's the most useless fact you know? When a baby panda is first born, it's smaller than a mouse. Sometimes, more frequently than you think, the mother accidentally eats them. Not a very fun fact. Okay, I know this is not relevant, but pandas are so stupid and useless it's beyond me why the foo we don't just let those useless creatures extinct and focus on bees. Bees generate electricity because their wings flapping is so fast. They can use this to tell if a flower has been landed on by another bee already due to its electric charge. Bees are electric type Pokemon. Real talk, is there an electric/bug typing Pokemon? That'd be a pretty good pairing, if my Pokemon knowledge doesn't fail me. There's Joltik and Galvantula. Don't know of any other ones. Look for your deck of cards. Check the 4 kings. While they all look similar, the King of Hearts is the only royal fellow who doesn't have a mustache. He's also commonly depicted as though stabbing himself in the head. Yeah, love will make ya do that. Nutella has a sunblock factor of 9.7, but believe you can get that number up by applying a thicker layer. How the hell did you figure that out? I got a book with plenty of useless facts for my birthday in my teens, and that one stuck. Koala fingerprints are so difficult to distinguish from human fingerprints. They have been mistaken for human prints in a number of crime scene investigations. What crimes are koalas committing? All of them. Every single human criminal in the history of mankind was set up. Slugs have 4 noses. Nice. D. At birth, baby elephants weigh about 250 pounds, making them the largest babies on earth right after your bitch ass. Nice. Gingers have a higher tolerance for anesthesia than any other hair color, so it often takes more medication to knock them out. We also have a lower tolerance for pain, so we need more anyway. All the time people can't understand why I don't drink coffee that was just brewed. One time I tried anyway and ended up with blisters on my tongue. This reminds me of every time I washed dishes in water that my sister had just washed, in that I thought was extremely hot and she just looked at me odd. Polar bears are left-handed. Southpawed. Nice. Your nipples are older than your teeth. More to that. Arsehole is the oldest part in a human body. That's why it's so damn wrinkly. Basically every insect breed by rape. Ducks reproduce by gang rape. Rape is pretty common in the animal kingdom. I believe dolphins are known to rape things, and a few years ago we had to slaughter the goose early because he kept raping the chickens to death. Yeah, dolphins are serial rapists. There are many cases of dolphins raping humans. 3 US presidents were missing toes. How does a severed toe become president? By winning in the electoral college. Duh. The common image we have of Neanderthals is hunched over is because the first skeleton reconstructed was from an old male with arthritis. So the rest stand fully upright. The human head weighs 8 pounds. Jerry? Actually it was Ray. Koreans have 286 last names, but more than half of the population are Parks, Lees, or Kims. I knew a Lee from South Korea. Raccoons can fit into holes 4 inches wide, and your asshole can stretch to 8 inches wide, meaning you can fit 2 raccoons in your ass. Very useful if you want to smuggle raccoons that way. No officer. I'm not on drugs. I'm on raccoons. Spasms uncontrollably. When reading data and data you will most likely say it both ways. Duck off. Dude. /r/angry upvote. You can calculate the temperature by counting how many times a cricket chirps in 15 seconds. Then adding 37 for Fahrenheit. 4 Celsius. Add 5 instead. Then multiply by 0. 55 56. 5/9. You'll get an approximation of the temperature. Works better for Fahrenheit. Also for Celsius I just use the standard conversion. Subtract 32. Multiply by 5/9. I'm sitting in my patio just now, and there's a cricket chirping, so I tested this. 34 was my count plus 37 equals 71F. I looked at my phone, it said 73. I was like, close enough. But I also have a weather station in my yard. Checked it and the damn thing was 70. 9F. Setting to cricket temp now. Every person with a European ancestor has Charlemagne as an ancestor, because if you go back that far, everyone with European blood has 100% of the Europeans of that era with still existing bloodlines in their ancestry. Oh great. So Charlemagne is my insert the correct number of greats grandfather. 38 otter do. I know how to say happy cake day in Welsh. Died Cassan hapus to you. /U000E0067 /U000E0062 /U000E0077 /U000E006C /U000E007 3 /U000E007F if you want to say it out loud. The first word, day, is pronounced Eve, to rhyme with Steve. The second, cake, as kakan, and the third, happy, as it looks. Yes, Welsh sentences are jumbled up. For some reason I always just imagined Welsh people speaking English. I have a lot of Welsh in me, and am only now realizing we have our own language. I spent a year and a half in England to improve my English, and got my GCSEs while I was there. For some reason, in some exams, the questions were in both Welsh and English. Welsh looks like someone removed the X and the Z and the K key from a keyboard, and then just went wild pressing random keys. D. Serbia is the world's largest producer and exporter of raspberries. So, this made me giggle. I have no idea why. Seems just the idea of any region being so invested in raspberries is funny to me. PFFFFFFFFFFFD. If you could fold a piece of paper in half 103 times, it'd be the width of the observable universe. But you can't fold a piece of paper in half more than 7 times. Once I saw a video where this guy tried to fold a piece of paper more than 7 times with a hydraulic press and it literally ducking exploded. www is 9 syllables. World Wide Web is 3. Only in English though. In French it's 9 syllables too. I'm waiting for all the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell comments. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Thank you for your contribution. British royal family members are banned from playing Monopoly because they already have it, because the Queen makes the rules, along with many others, and she says no. Austin Powers open mouth kissed a horse once. Otters keep food in their armpits. Daniel Henner's middle name is Philip. Oh duck. I can't even bend this to make it useful. You win. Woohoo. Your mouth and your asshole are connected like a flesh garden hose. Digestion takes place outside your body. I am is the shortest complete sentence in the English language. It's the shortest complete sentence with an explicit subject. With commands you can actually go shorter. Go or go are both complete sentences as well, because they have an understood subject, you. English is weird. Imperatives are weird. This isn't an English exclusive thing. Well, if you read readers read, you have to reread readers read, so it sounds like read instead of read. Dang, I did all of that. Online classes are not helping my studies. It just make me feels tired. Fun fact. Your teachers feel the same way. Yes, we do. I'm teaching at school throughout the day. Then when I get home, I have to teach my juniors online. Exhausted. Deleted. Fub. I know what we are gonna do today. Oh no. You can craft diorite with quartz water waste. Wait, actually, I know it's stupid to quartz to cobblestone and you'll get it. A second is called a second because it is the second division of the hour by 60. The first division being a minute. A minute should have been called a first then. The original full Latin word for minute is pars minuta prima. So it was the first minute. Walkers/lays won't have any potato fields beside a golf course. Because the density of a golf ball is the same density of a potato perfectly sized for a bag of crisps. Chips for my US friends. There is a special tractor with a density measure at the back that would see the golf ball's density and suck it up. Walkers will be known as lays in some part of the world. Thanks, we'll edit now. Female pigs can have an orgasm that can last a half hour. Your mom's a lucky lady. LMFAO. Honey badgers eat honey. Honey badger don't give a duck. Sting defeated Hulk Hogan on PPV more times than anyone in history without ever losing one-on-one to him. When Shelton Benjamin won the 24/7 title the other week, that was his first singles win on Raw since April 12, 2006. I can talk for hours about Fallout lore. I can talk for hours about Skyrim lore. So what's the deal with the Nods and the Imperials? I played Skyrim when it came out and never touched it since. I vaguely remember something about a civil war, an invasion or something. Worms breathe through their skin. So do we to an extent. Bananas are slightly radioactive. My wallpaper is the Dashkin ball pit. Doesn't get much more useless. Aha. But if there are two identical phones, both are unlocked, and you wanna find out which one is yours, this fact becomes very useless. I offed my phone with soy sauce, so yeah, this fact wouldn't help at all. France's largest border is with Brazil. I see you watch half as interesting too. I actually don't. This is just my go-to interesting fact. A bird just flew past me. I think that's fairly useless. Citizen, did you just see a bird? I'm looking for a bird. Akin to a Luigi creation. Toadette was only created to be Toad's double in Mario Kart. Double Dash. Most useless facts you see on the internet aren't even accurate. Some websites have pages of them, and they are mostly just made up. For example, a duck's quack doesn't echo. Maybe you have never heard a duck quack in a cave or quarry or anything, but in certain environments a quack would echo like any other noise. And this one WD-40 is made of whale blubber or fish oil. The ingredient list can be found here, and there are no fish or sea life stuff in it. Link com/2010/06/11/WD-40 ingredients and uses /link com/2010/06/11/WD-40 ingredients and uses / Since Facebook came along, the number of facts we think are true, but really aren't, has now rocketed, since anyone can simply make up a caption, attach it to any image they want, then share it, and that now counts as news. On social media, no one bothers to post a source, and thousands of people share and accept it as factual, and not bothering to ask for a source. Here's a fact, which may be useful for some. Canada are now allowed to use psilocybin, magic mushrooms, to help treat anxiety in terminally ill cancer patients. Studies have shown it can help people cope with the fact they are going to die soon. Link com/Canada mushroom cancer patient /link com/Canada mushroom cancer patient / Barbara's real name, according to Mattel, is Barbara Millicent Roberts. Your arms can move by themselves. Stand straight on a door frame and reach both sides with your arms straight. Your arms will not reach the horizontal position. Of course. Apply force as you were to expand the door frame with your arms and hold this action 30 seconds. Step away from the door frame and your arms will start to move unconsciously. Fun fact, I used this to break the ice with a girl. She laughted so hard with this. We dated for 2 years. That even the cake is cake, though it's a lie. The Glock 18 is about 4/3 as fast as an Uzi. That's useful. Giraffe seat bones. All of the rest of the planets in the solar system, plus Pluto, can fit in between the average distance of the Earth and the Moon. It's not nearly as close as it looks. It takes 3 days to get there. Closed bracket. Francium is the most explosive element on the periodic table. That was originally called actinium K. Also, another useless fact is Abraham Lincoln's son was saved by Edwin Booth, whose siblings with John Wilkes Booth. Francium is the most explosive element on the periodic table. That was originally called actinium. I'd guess there aren't that many elements on the periodic table that were originally called actinium. So it's kinda a given francium is the most explosive one of them. Yeah, that's what makes it useless fact. Half the people posting here don't have a job. That includes me. You only die once. Polydactyl cats are cats that have thumbs. I was gifted a Whirlicopter when I was 7 by a family friend. I loved it. While enjoying its magical properties, I flew it into the air and it fell down the back of my parents' wardrobe. I was very upset, but vowed to tell my mum later when she came home to get it back. I promptly forgot to do that, and the next day, my 7-year-old brain forgot where I had lost it. I pined for it 4 years afterwards, as I thought it was magical, and we were sadly far too poor to even think of asking my parents to buy me another one. Then when I was 16, I was out at the park and saw a kid playing with one, and remembered where I had lost it, and the visceral moment when it went plop. But of course, we had long ago moved house, and I had grown up, so I know for a fact where my Whirlicopter went. 7-year-old me still misses it, but the knowledge is now sadly totally useless. If you get a bigger bed, you have more bedroom but less bedroom. You physically cannot crush an egg with a muscle around Uranus. Lubricant is important for sex. It'll forever be useless to me. Race car is a palindrome. If you take apart the word race car, you can get the words car and care. If you drive a race car, you can get the words ambulance and care. Many adults have tasted someone else's pee, but not their own. Y equals mx plus b. No number from 1 to 999 includes the letter R in its word form. Many oranges are actually green. The opposite sides of a die will always add up to 7. You are 8% more likely to die on your birthday. Playing dance music can help ward off. Ward off what? Ward off what? The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Useless to me anyway. Close bracket. Most animals are gay. Male clonefishes change into female when a female clonefish dies. Apparently the first 2 Finding Nemo movies have had Mullen changed to a female mentally, so the third movie maybe they physical changes. The original Block I GPS satellites were fully deployed and operational in 1989. That some of these comments will end up on r/angry upvote. Facts about facts. A human's butthole can stretch up to 7 inches without getting hurt, and raccoons can fit in any space 4-inch space. Do the math. 7 inches without getting hurt. Well, why is shitting painful sometimes? It ain't more than 7 inches. Male honeybee's testicles explode when they reach orgasm, killing the poor insects. Aurea is vegetarian. Vegan. Veganization. All games are good and bad through the eyes of the many. Penguins have bones that make it to where they can extendo. My mom is my dad. Crushed grey wake rock aggregate from a quarry in Shrewsbury was used to create the Bahrain racetrack. When given an EKG, lime jello produced waves similar to a human brain. That if you don't go to the bathroom for a long time, it might come up the other way. Is your wife a golden retriever? Question mark. Phil Collins wrote the Captain Planet theme song. I was intrigued and googled. I find no evidence of this. Others are given credit for the music and the lyrics. Can you provide a link or anything? Thanks. The country made up of the most islands in the world is unexpectedly Sweden, with over 240,000 of them. Bees go to hives to poop out honey, so they're basically living in their own shit. The centipede has 20 pussies. Perfect fact. Peter Parker's postal address, as established by the Marvel Comics canon, 20 Ingram Street, Forest Hills, Queens, New York City, and that Irl, the family that actually lives there, actually have the surname Parker. You can turn plastic ping pong balls into smoke bombs. Male seahorses have pouches. Cats have 3 eyelids. Bananas are a type of herb because they grow upwards. Bananas are radioactive. All blue-eyed people are distantly related to each other, as a mutation from years ago changed the eye color, so that one person that ended up with blue eyes is responsible for the rest. When using coal in a blacksmith's forge, there is a solid mass of black, glass-like, unburnable material called a clinker that is left. Manatees stay buoyant by farting. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of cells. I posted this exact question 6 days ago, but this blew up big. Happy cake day though. James, while John had a better effect on the teacher. Yes. That's a real sentence that makes sense. Just missing punctuation. With punctuation, James, while John had a better effect on the teacher. The sentence refers to 2 students, James and John, who are required by an English test to describe a man who had suffered from a cold in the past. John writes the man had a cold, which the teacher marks incorrect, while James writes the correct the man had a cold. Since James's answer was right, it had a better effect on the teacher. Wikipedia. Theodore Roosevelt had a guinea pig named Father O'Grady. Guinea pigs can faint, and they can also die from stress. My guinea pig Peter had to get shots for mange, and my poor mother thought she killed him because he fainted. Getting out some lettuce revived him. Guinea pigs chirp, and we don't really know why. They sound exactly like birds, and it's a very cute noise. If I remember correctly, it's thought to be a sound related to comfort. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.